KMOV's Home for Hope 2008 is made possible by the generous contributions of these sponsors.
For the past 4 months, this home has been under construction by Habitat for Humanity St. Louis. Today's the final build day and dedication day. This is a nearly complete home of the Blakemore family. Now, in this special presentation, we'll be introducing you to the Blakemores and showing you what they had to go through to make their dreams come true. We'll show you what went into the building of this home, learn about the mission of Habitat for Humanity, and in the end, we have a lot of surprises for this family they don't even know about. I'm Jan Demas. Join me now as we build a home for hope.
Helping us to have a new start in life. A new house built from the ground up through Habitat has offered just that, a new start.
Oh my God, look at God. Hallelujah.
This is the 2008 Habitat for Humanity St. Louis Build Project. 27 new homes built in St. Louis with the help of professionals, volunteers, and the homeowners themselves. And it all starts with the tremendous efforts of the very special people of Habitat for Humanity St. Louis.
Our mission is truly working as partners with all God's people to eliminate substandard housing in the St. Louis area. And we do this quite simply by, building homes for people so that they have a simple, decent, and affordable place to live.
To house families that are in need of support, to provide them with home ownership and give people an opportunity to have a part of the American dream, what we all deserve to have.
The challenge for us is in the busyness of our work, holding on to that mission and remembering that no matter what your role in that is, that you do have a role in that. That, staying connected to those 27 families that are first-time homeowners, very often first-generational homeowners, the impact that's going to have on their children, the impact it's just going to have on their overall life to have a basic need met. And that at the end of the day is what's important to everyone, even when it gets lost in the craziness of just getting jobs done.
What we have is an organization that's based with people who come to work and love their job and totally dedicated to it. You have a board of directors for Habitat that they go out and they help find resources and they're dedicated to it.
To be able to know that at the end of the year, at the end of the day, there are 27 people who now have a simple, decent place to raise their family. Something that's so easy to take for granted. That really, I think, is more rewarding than money. So it is an incredible group. We are blessed to have people who come to Habitat to work, not because of the money they're going to make, but because of the difference they're going to make.
I don't know if they know this, but they're a priority for me. So when I see their name on my caller ID or an email from them, they get immediate attention because I know that they are making a difference.
Welcome to the Jeff Vanderloo neighborhood, or JVL for short. This storied neighborhood will be the new home for 27 local families.
The JVL is a quite unique neighborhood near downtown St. Louis. It basically has served the Black community over the years. It's a place where the average person that you talk to that lives in the city of St. Louis is over the age of 50. They grew up in the JVL neighborhood. 10 years ago, the first Habitat program that's at St. Louis Avenue in Bacon there, it was originally started in the 19th Ward. And now we have a new program. We have a block in the city of St. Louis in the Jeff Vanderloo neighborhood where people are excited about being new homeowners and they know that they won't have any grief with their mortgage and they have a great support system with Habitat.
Today is December 6, 2008. This home has been under construction since August 20th. We want to take you back and show you some of what KMOV and our partners contributed to make this house extra special. Before we could do a lot of work on the inside, the home had to be watertight, and that started with this architectural shingle roof from Allen Roofing. We are 3 weeks into construction already, and look what we're doing now. It's time to put on the roof, and thanks to Allen Roofing, that's exactly what we're doing today. Hi, Lee Allen, how are you?
Hi, Jan, how are you?
I'm wonderful. Thanks so much for being out there and being a part of what a wonderful project this is. Tell us about what you're doing here on the home.
Well, basically, we're installing a fiberglass mat asphalt shingle. It's by IKO, is the manufacturer, and the product type is Cambridge 30. Has a 30-year warranty. It's an architectural style. It's an upgrade. We would not only do it on a home like this, but we do it on million-dollar homes.
I was going to say, you're throwing in all these fancy names, but bottom line is this is really a superior shingle, and that's what's going on this home. Lee, I mentioned that we're 3 weeks into construction on the house, but how long have you all been working on the roof?
Basically, we started this morning around 8 o'clock, and we should finish this job today.
Wow, that's a lot to finish. Give me the steps, step by step. What are we going to be watching here?
Well, the first thing they do is they come in, they set up and assess what kind of equipment they're going to need as far as safety. There are different specifications that we have to follow. The first thing then they'll do is nail on the underlayment, which is the black paper that they're putting on right now. And then they'll put the drip edge. If you notice on the eaves, there's a metal edge. We put that on there. Then from there, you lay out the shingles and you start nailing the shingles on.
Out of curiosity, what made you get involved with this project?
Well, the community's done a lot for us, or the area has. We started in 1972. I started with myself in a pickup truck like a lot of people do, and without the community, or without people that live in these homes, we wouldn't have a business.
Feels good, doesn't it?
Feels real good.
Lee, we want to thank you and Allen Roofing and all your employees just for coming out, for spending the time to do this, donating all the products. You wanted to mention a couple thank yous as well, didn't you?
Well, I'd like to thank Exterior Building Supply, which is the supplier that supplied the material, and IKO, which is a manufacturer. Both of them put their efforts into furnishing the material.
Well, you guys should all be proud. Thank you so much for your time and effort.
Thank you, Jan.
With everything going on today, we want to make sure that you at least get to meet the family who will be living in this home. James and Melissa Blakemore and their sons, Cameron and Jacoby.
When we move, I know it's going to be a change for the boys because they're used to being in this neighborhood for at least 4 years. They go to Confluence Academy School. Cameron is our oldest. He's 8 years old. He's very protective of Jacoby, who is the youngest son.
They're the kind of kids that brings about a change to something negative. It brings in that positivity, because both of them have made nothing but a light shine in every step that they've taken this far.
I think they're just so excited about moving, because when I said we're going to leave the neighborhood, they was like, let's go. So I think they're excited about the move. And when I said, well, what about if you need to change school? Well, it'll be hard. We'll find other friends.
And I actually did the home visit with the Blakemores. They had a beautiful home. They made the most out of what they had. The problem is that they were in a community that's struggling with crime right now, and they were very concerned about the safety for themselves and the safety for their children.
Our neighborhood is okay, but it's just not suitable for my children. My son Cameron was out playing football with another kid and ended up in basically the line of fire of gunshots. So at that point, I mean, I knew that it was time for us to do something, because, you know, when children can't play safely, you know, there's a problem, which prompted us to further along reach out to try to get, you know, move somewhere else to, you know, better the situations for our kids.
To us, it was a no-brainer. They most certainly qualified. They're a very stable family, and we felt like they would be great ambassadors for our program.
You know, it's important to note that Habitat for Humanity